Hey gang, Mocha Boy here, welcome back, and thanks for tuning back in. So I've got a pretty special pair of replays to share with you today. There's a new attack that's making waves in the war community. It's this 4Quake CB or Shattered GoLaloon attack. It's a slight variation of an existing strategy, but it's proving to be super overpowered, especially against the right bases. So Mav had actually seen a variation of this, some time ago on one of OneHive's videos, and figured he'd try to apply it in this particular war. And this is what we encountered. We hit this base, and then we hit this base, which you'll notice is identical to 8 was identical to number 9. So PSA there, don't ever copy bases, because if we figured out how to 3-star one, we'll definitely apply it to the other base. And now, what's interesting about this base, and what's interesting in comparison to some of the anti-3 bases are, this is what we would call an anti-2 base, with a centralized AQ, but she's still flanked by the air defenses. In a standard scenario like this, what you would end up doing, or one of the options you would have, would be to send in a CB or a Shattered Goho attack, whose responsibility would be to hit that wall, take out the the Archer Queen, at least 1 or 2 air defenses, pull the CC, deal with them, and then clean up the backside with whatever you ended up having left. It would be one Lava Hound, 2 Lava Hounds, whatever. Now the new attack is a slight variation of that. Now the variation comes in the form of the spells. In the old attack, you raged, or you saved your rages for the balloons. In this particular case, you're saving the rage for the kill squad. So you're raging the kill squad, but then you're also dropping a heal to recharge them so that they can motor through the core of the base a little bit easier. So think of it as almost like a go wee, or just the go wee portion of a raid, just rampaging through the core of a base, whose sole purpose it is to take out the as many air defenses as possible. Draw fire from the high hit point DPS, take out the AQ, and take out the CC for this. And the way that they're doing that is they're using earthquakes to open up compartments so that the teams have pretty much unfettered access to as many of the strategic objectives as you can lay out. So in this particular case, his game plan was to drop 4. His game plan was to drop 4 earthquakes there, golem there, funnel, send in the kill squad right into there to take out the CC, to take out that air defense, to take out that air defense, eventually draw the AQ and then take her out. Once the kill squad got into the core of the base, saved a rage for them, followed by a heal to recharge, and then once these air assets went down, it was time to start the back end attack, which was a hound to take out, or to tie up, the air defense, followed by loons to take out each point defense. And typically the numbering goes something like this. It's usually 2, provided they're untargeted, at least 2 loons per defense, 3 if you can't get something to tie them up. But what you want to do is you want to send in a hound to tie up as many point defenses as possible, and then have loons sneak up on them, kind of like that. So let's watch this. Let's watch this first attack, and then you'll see how this all went down. So 4 quakes, 1 heal, 1 rage, 1 poison for the CC. So 4 quakes are down. That entire internal compartment's open, and it's open for the duration of the raid, so you don't have to worry about jump expiring in 60 seconds. So 2 golems in the core. Those defenses are going to go down. First heal goes down to recharge those golems, which is going to be great because they're going to be tanking for a long time. And then the heroes and then those wizards go to town, taking out those air defenses, as well as tying up a lot of those high hit point DPS defenses. And then here come the loons. One hound. This hound had some problems. You typically want to take those hounds and make sure that they're tying up as many point defenses as possible, just to give your loons in those, even just a couple of seconds makes the difference, because as you can see here, those loons got decimated before they were ever able to drop a bomb. But he had so many left over by the end of this raid that he was able to just roll through that last pocket and then move on to go ahead and clean up the base. And the sweepers in this particular case did not even factor into this attack because of the path that he chose and the hooks that he chose to go through the base. So that was the first attack, and let's goes on to clean that up for 3 stars. So some execution errors there, but that was the first time you'd ever run it. We took a look at this base and figured we'd polish it. We'd polish up the deployments a little bit. He went a little loon heavy on a few of the defenses, so we had him drop it down to 2, and then make sure that he had some of the point defenses tied up with the Hound. So base number 8, 1 base higher. Same game plan, 4 earthquakes right over the town hall. Golems to start drawing fire, and then he starts up with the funnel here. Delayed release of the wall breakers. Here comes the BK and the AQ, and then we're going to start seeing that trio of spells. 1 poison for the CC, rage to take them down really fast, and then a heal to recharge everything. And they're able to take out 2 air defenses, those Teslas, that Archer Tower, and then here comes the Hound. And again, notice the way that he deployed that. That's soaking up at least 4 of those defenses, giving those loons that precious amount of time to sneak up on those air defenses and those aerial defenses, and then continue on to the core of the base. And that all happens, or that all coincides with the AQ being there just in time to take out that air defense, because this still can fall flat simply because if you leave one of those air defenses up long enough, you're going to run into trouble. But what we're seeing is that so long as you're tying up those point defenses and you can keep your loons alive long enough, you'll have so many left over that it won't make a difference, and they'll be able to finish off this raid. But the AQ was instrumental in making this part of it work. She did take out those last air defenses, which left the loons free to march through the rest of the base. So pretty amazing. These were 2 first strike attacks, so no scout information. He was able to 3-star these bases on the first hit. So great job there. Looking forward to seeing what bases can defend against this, because we figured since this was the answer to the anti-3 base, that anti-2 bases might be able to defend against this, but we're seeing that that's just not the case.